Good evening, Yankees Nation. You're here with the ugly truth, and I'm Ken. Tonight, we're going to be doing our game one play by play of the Athletics versus the Yankees. We faced them in May and really put a shellacking on them, hoping for something similar uh, with this weekend's outing. As a matter of fact, we are going to be facing Yankee farmhands from the bump in all three games. Tonight, Mitch Spence is is going to be pitching for the A's versus Will Warren. Uh, Interesting thing, when we faced uh, Spence back in May, we hammered him pretty hard. He was a bullpen guy. He came out for 2 innings. We scored 3 runs against him. Uh, he has been a starter for his last 5 appearances. So it's hard to say what they're going to get out of him. I don't think that he's fully stretched out. He in the games that he's pitched 4 2/3 innings, and 3 games that he was able to muster 5 innings. So, you know, it's hard to say what they're going to get out of him. Don't rust on the A's though, because they have got some talented young players there. Uh, Jacob Wilson, their shortstop, has been taking a big step forward. They've got Brent Rooker, who is excellent power hitting outfielder, and they have Soderholm, their first baseman, who's been breaking out. So, like I said, they've got some decent young talent there on their team. Uh, let's see, we're going to bring up. We're going to go over the lineup real quick. Tonight, we're going to have Trent Grisham leading off, hitting 251, playing center field. Aaron Judge will be hitting second, playing right field, and at 261, Cody Bellinger will be in the 3 hole, hitting 260. Big G is going to be cleaning up, hitting 308. Jazz will be hitting in the 5 hole, playing third base, hitting 242. Paul G is actually hitting down in the lineup. He's hitting 6 at playing first base with a 288 average. Surprisingly, Ben Rice is hitting in the 7 hole and catching, hitting 238 on the season. Anthony Volpe is hitting in the 8 hole, shortstop, hitting 230. And DJ, the Machine LeMahieu, will be hitting in the 9 hole, hitting 240 on the season. And as you know, Will Warren will be on the bump for us. He is 4-4 on the season with a 4.66 ERA. He's tended to do very well against lighter hitting teams, and the A's certainly categorizes that. So I'm anticipating good things for Warren tonight. So, needless to say, I'm hoping for a great game for us, and I feel that we definitely have the potential to do a sweep in this series. J.C. Oscara, our backup catcher, is on the paternity list. Uh, So I anticipated that we were going to have a call up, but no such news has appeared. So I'm not sure exactly what is going on. So we're just a couple of minutes before game time, and anticipate good things tonight. Right now, we're in a commercial break, and putting it out there. If you haven't, please hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to Yankees The Ugly Truth and share this channel out. Any help that you can provide to bring us closer to our 150 milestone would be most appreciated. And I want to thank everyone for spending their at least part of their Friday night with us here on Yankees The Ugly Truth, doing the play-by-play for Game 1 of the Athletics versus the Yankees. Programming notes. Immediately following this game, shoot over to NY Yankees Mania with Joe for a post-game show. Not sure which guests he'll have on board, but it should be an interesting one. And an hour after game time, there will be late night with Jason Custodio. Uh, Jason hosts a post-game show that is very good also, and I would recommend going there. He's got some unique features that he does with the stream. Has progressive stats for each player historically. They do a little bit of trivia, and I recommend the show. Starting for the A's tonight, Butler will be leading off. Wilson will be following second. Rooker following third. Kurtz in the 4 hole. Soderstrom is hitting fifth. Urshida is hitting fifth. And on the season, Will Warren. Hey, Dev, welcome. If Warren does effective employment of his 2-seam/4-seam fastball, I think good things will be there for him tonight. And Warren is on the bump, and he brings the first pitch to Butler, which is fouled off for strike one. And Warren sets and he fires, and the next pitch is a 4-seamer up and out of the strike zone. Count is evened at 1-1. Butler's hitting .253 on the season, 11 home runs, 32 RBIs, and a .756 OPS. And Warren sets, and he brings the next pitch, and it is off the plate for ball 2. Count is 2-1. For those of you just joining the stream, we are in the top of the first, 0-0, and the first batter is up to bat. And Butler swings through the pitch. Count is evened at deuce. And in the background, you can hear the Yankees fans doing roll call. And the 2-2 bounces in the dirt and all the way back to the backstop. Count is now full, 3-2. Ed Ward sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off, and we're going to reset, and do it again. And the next pitch is in and fouled off, and we're heading into pitch 7 of the at bat. Warren steps on the rubber and brings the next pitch, and it is fouled off again. Looks like Butler is slapping at pitches, has a decent 2-strike approach, and is making Warren work. We are going to the 9th pitch of the at bat. And Warren sets, and the pitch is down low for ball 4. It is going to be key that the Yankees take advantage of scoring opportunities, patient at bats. And Warren sets, and he brings the pitch that is just off the plate. Count is 1-0. Jacob Wilson is up to bat. He's hitting 345 on the season, 9 home runs, 40 RBIs, and an 870 OPS. And Warren sets, and the pitch is once again off the plate. Count is 2-0. I question that one a little bit because I think he painted the outside corner. But once again, who's to say? Butler takes his lead. Warren sets, and he brings the pitch in there. Nice sinker for call. Strike 1. Count is 2-1. Hey, Joe. And the next pitch is fouled off. Count is even at 2-2. And Wilson steps out of the box. And the next pitch is a sinker inside for ball 3. Count is 3-2. Wow. The umpire did a delayed, called a non-check swing, and he is down on strikes. And Jonathan Rooker is coming up to bat, or Jacob. And the first pitch is popped up, and it is going to go into the stands. Count is 0-1. Clint Vodrek is the home plate umpire, and he is a hitter-friendly pitcher. And the next pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. He swung at a sweeper that was out of the zone, and I would throw another one right in the same spot. And he throws the sweeper, and it is just a bit low. Count is 1-2. Rooker is hitting 272 on the season, 16 home runs, 43 RBIs, and an 830 OPS. And Warren sets, and he brings the pitch, and it is just outside to even the count at 2-2. And the next pitch is in there for call, strike three. So that is the second out of the inning and second strikeout. And Kurtz is coming up to bat. And the first pitch to Kurt is a four seam fastball, 94 miles an hour down low for ball one. Kurtz is hitting 255 on the season, 11 home runs, 28 RBIs. And the pitch is down low. Count is 2-0. And Warren sets, and the ball is off the plate. 3-0. We are in the top of the first. There is a runner at first base, two outs, and a 3-0 count on the four-hole hitter. And the pitch is down low for ball four. So that is a four-pitch walk. Temperature in the stadium is 71 degrees. And it looks like they're having a mound visit. Matt Blake is coming out. Tyler Soderstrom is coming up to bat. He's hitting 257 season, 14 home runs, 45 RBIs, and a 779 OPS. So Warren has two strikeouts in the inning and two walks. And Warren sets, checks on Butler at second, and brings the pitch right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. And the next pitch is in there for call, strike two. Count is 0-2. Two beautiful four seamers. And in Yankee tradition, the Death Star alarm is going off, or speaker. And the pitch is in the dirt. Count is now 1-2. Curveball bounced just short of the plate. Rice did a nice job of blocking it. And Warren sets and brings the pitch, and it is up and out of the strike zone. Count evens at 2-2. Warren is at 27 pitches in the innings. That's not a good sign. And Warren sets and he fires. And the pitch is a curve just down low. And the count is once again full. With two outs, the runners are going to release. And former Yankee Gio Urshela is on deck. And the pitch is just low for the third walk of the inning. And the bases are now juiced full of Oakland A's or Sacramento A's. And they're looking at the K zone, and that was a strike. And the pitch is off the plate to Urshela. Count is 1-0. Got no place to put him, kid. It's time to get nasty. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Count evens up at 1-1. And Warren sets, and the ball is inside. Count is 2-1. Warren sets, and he brings the pitch, and it is swung on and missed. Count is evened at 2-2. And once again, another sounding of the Death Star siren. Urshela takes time out. And Warren sets, and he brings the pitch, and it is off the place, high and away, and the count is now full with 2 outs and bases are loaded. And the pitch is hit down the right field line, and it is just going to make the stands. And it looks like Alan Winans is warming up in the bullpen. Hey, D Train, how's it going? Warren is at 35 pitches in the first inning. And Urshela is called out on strikes on a two-seamer on the outside corner. So Warren has 3 walks in the inning and 3 strikeouts. We are heading to the bottom of the first. We will have Trent Grisham, Aaron Judge, and Cody Bellinger coming up to bat. What about it? If you don't see it, it's not there. Yeah, D Train, like I said, Warren had 3 walks and 3 strikeouts in the inning. And we are back to our broadcast. Mitch Spence is a farmer Yankee farmhand. He was picked by the A's in 2023 in the Rule 5 draft. His first season in the majors was 2024, where he was a starter, and then he started this season off as a bullpen guy. But apparently, with the injuries and whatnot, they have put him back into the rotation. Grishbaum is coming up. And the first pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. Yeah, D Train, there are certainly a lot of them. Grisham is hitting 251 on the season, 15 home runs, 32 RBIs. And the next pitch is inside for ball 1. Spence is a cutter machine. He throws a lot of them. His velocity is only running about 91 miles an hour. And the 1-1 is another cutter, this time inside and a bit low. Count is 2-1. When we faced the A's in Sacramento, and the pitch catches the outside corner, evens it up at 2-2. Spence pitched 2 innings against us, gave up 3 runs, and didn't fare too well. And the pitch to Grisham is fouled off. Count will remain 2-2. And Spence sets and he fires. And the ball is hit sharply at the first baseman. He goes up off his feet to catch the ball. Nice defensive play. It was a line drive, and Kurtz had his number. Riders. And the second pitch is fouled off by the captain. Count is 0-2. Judge is hitting .361 on the season, 28 home runs, 63 RBIs, and 1180 OPS. And Spence sets, and the pitch is up out of the strike zone. Call is ball one. Count is 1-2 on the captain. Spence sets, and he brings the pitch, and it is swung on and missed. So Judge is down on strikes. This is not a great internet night. For Kurtz takes the ball, and it is a 1-2-3 inning for the Yankees. Not the start that we were looking for. And the first pitch from Warren is inside to Blade for ball one. And the next pitch is called strike one. Count is 1-1. And the next count is 1-2. Nice changeup. And Blade swings and misses for the strikeout. So that is Warren's fourth strikeout of the game. And MacGyver is coming up to bat. And Warren sets, and the pitch is a sweeper swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. And the second sweeper or sinker is off the plate. Count evens at 1-1. Hey, Jason, how's it going, brother? And Warren puts the pitch in there, and it is fouled off. Count is 1-2. And Warren sets, and the pitch is hit to Jesm, who fires across the dugout or the diamond to record the second out of the inning. And Schumann is coming up to bat, their 9-hole hitter. He is hitting .232 on the season, 1 home run, 5 RBIs. And the first pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-1. And Warren sets, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-2. And in true Yankee fashion, the Death Star siren is sounding. And the next pitch is swung on and missed. So that is Warren's fifth strikeout of the game. Yeah, he's at 44 pitches. He had 3 strikeouts in the first inning and 3 walks to match it. Yankees had a bullpen arm warming up. Alan Winans was warming up in the bullpen in the first inning. He ended up throwing 37 pitches, I think. So it was freaking McUgly. So we have Stanton, Chisholm, and Goldschmidt coming up to bat in our half of the inning. And the first pitch to Big G is a cutter off the plate. Ball one. Big G is hitting 308 on the season, no home runs, 2 RBIs, and a 746 OPS. And the pitch is a cutter in there for call. Strike one. Count is evened at 1-1. Spence throws a cutter about 48% of the time, so might as well anticipate that it's coming, and a lot. Spence sets and fires, and Stanton fouls this one off. Count is now 1-2. And Spence sets, and he fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Gonna make another fan a happy souvenir. Hey, Jacob, how's it going? Welcome to the stream, brother. Appreciate you being here. Stanton is in the box, and the pitcher sets, and he brings the pitch, and it is hit to shallow right field. Schumann, the second baseman, catches it just on the grass for the first out of the inning. Jazz Chisholm is stepping up to the plate. Jazz is hitting 242 on the season with 11 home runs, 30 RBIs, and an 804 OPS. And Spence sets and he fires, and this ball is hit deep. It is going, and gone. Jazz crushes that one. And the Yankees jump out to a 1-0 lead. That ball left the bat at 110 miles an hour and traveled 377 feet. And that brings Paul Goldschmidt up to bat. And the first pitch is a call, strike one. Top of the strike zone, another cutter or slider, excuse me. And Spence sets and fires. And Goldie hits this one to straightaway center field. And Blade is going to drift in and catch it about deep center field, but not awarding track power. So that is the second out of the inning. Ben Rice is up to bat. And the first pitch into Rice is a bit low for ball one. And in true yes next word fashion, we are looking at this ball for the home run ball for the eighth time. And the pitch to Rice is fouled off down the first base line. And that will even our count up at 1-1. For those of you just joining the stream, the Yankees take the lead, 1-0. We're in the bottom of the second. There are two outs with no runners on. Ben Rice is up to bat, and the count is 1-1. And Spence sets, and the next pitch is fouled off. Count is 1-2. And Spence sets and fires, and the pitch is a curveball down low. Count is even at deuce. And Spence sets. And he brings the pitch, and it is popped up to the shortstop. And Wilson makes the play right around second base to end the bottom of the second. Coming up for the A's is going to be Butler, Wilson, and Rooker. 1, 2, and 3. Let's go, Yankees. Chat's awfully quiet tonight. For those of you who are here, if you have not, please hit the like button. If you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing and share the channel out. Yeah, Jason, I think he's going to end up platooning to get him at bats. Not sure what that's going to mean for JC Escara, but right now he's on the paternity list, and we didn't make a call up. And the first pitch to Butler is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Butler walked in his first plate appearance. And the next pitch is a curveball down low. Count is evened at 1-1. And Warren sets, and he brings the pitch, and it is another curveball down low. Count is 2-1. Jason, we didn't call anybody up. We're playing a man down again. Warren sets and he fires, and the pitch is called. Strike two on the inside corner. Count is 2-2. The next pitch is a changeup down low. So the count is now full, and does not seem like young Warren has a feel for any of his off speed or breaking pitches. And the next pitch is tapped to Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt fires it to Warren to record the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up uh, Wilson. And Warren sets, and the first pitch paints the outside corner to Wilson for call. Strike one. Wilson is 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout. And the next pitch is fouled off down the third base line. Count is 0-2. And in true Yankee fashion, the Death Star horn is sounding. Warren sets and he brings the pitch, and it is swung on and missed. So that is Warren's sixth strikeout of the night. And Warren sets and fires, and the pitch is off the plate and low. Ball one to Rooker. Rooker is 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout also. Warren sets and fires, and this time the ball is sliced into right field. So that is going to be the first hit for the A's tonight. And that is going to bring up their 4-hole hitter, Kurtz. Kurtz is not had an official bat. He walked in the first. One of 3 walks given up in the inning. Warren sets, and the pitch is fouled off down the third, and it's going to make it into the seats. Foul. Count is 0-1. And Warren sets, and the second pitch is down there for ball one. Count evens at 1-1. And that is Warren's 60th pitch of the game. Warren fires, and the pitch is hit past Goldie, but DJ is backing up, feels it, and shoots it to first to record the third out of the inning. Great job by Goldschmidt to follow through with that play. And we are heading to the bottom of 3. Anthony Volpe, DJ LeMahieu, and Trent Grisham will be coming up to bat. So that is 8, 9, and 1. And we are back to the broadcast. And Spence is on the bump. He sets and he brings the first pitch, and it is a cutter down or slider down low for ball one. Volpe is hitting 230 on the season, 9 home runs, 44 RBIs, and a 744 OPS. And the second pitch is a slider down low once again. Count is now 2-0. Hey, Joe, welcome to the stream. And Spence fires a cutter off the plate. Count is 3-0 on Volpe. So is this going to be the customary auto auto first strike in a 3-0 count? And the pitch is actually a cutter down low for ball four. So that's a 4-pitch walk. The machine is coming up to bat. He's hitting 240 on the season, 2 home runs, 10 RBIs, and a 640 OPS. And the pitcher tries to pick Volpe off. He's back in head first, safe. First disengagement. So we actually get to see Volpe run out of the 8-hole spot. Spence sets and he misses off the plate. Count is 1-0. And Spence sets, and the pitch catches the inside corner. Another cutter. Call strike one. Count is evened at 1-1. And Spence sets. And DJ fouls this one off to the right side. Count is 1-2. And Spence sets and he brings the pitch, and it is hit to the right side. Volpe is going to advance to second as DJ grounds out. So we have a runner, our first runner in scoring position tonight. And Trent Grisham is coming up to bat. Grisham is 0 for 1 on a lineout in the first inning. And the pitch is a slider off the plate. Count is 1-0. And on deck is the captain. Spence checks on Volpe and brings the next pitch. And it is actually low, but it's called a strike. Count is 1-1. Welcome to the stream, Sean. Glad to see you here. And Spence sets. And he brings it forward, and Grissom is showing bunt, and he bounces it, pushes it foul down the third base line. Count is 1-2. Grisham steps out of the box. It is timeout. And Spence brings the pitch in. It is swung on and missed for strike three. And that's going to bring the captain up. All rise. The judge is in the chamber. He is 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout in the first inning. And Judge is intentionally walked. And that is going to bring Cody Bellinger up to bat. Bellinger is 0 for 1 on the night with a ground out in the first. And the first pitch is ripped foul for strike one. Can Cody make the A's pay for walking Judge? And since Spence sets and throws a curveball that is swung over the top of for strike two, count is 0 and 2. Spence sets, and the pitch is hit hard up the middle, and it is going to go into center field. And Volpe is going to end up scoring. Judge is going to move to third. So that is a RBI single for Cody Bellinger. So the A's pay for the intentional walk. The score is now 2-0. And the Yankees actually score with a runner in scoring position. Yankees have runners at first and third with Big G up at the plate. And Spence sets and he brings a cutter off the plate. Count is 1-0. Stanton is 0 for 1 with a pop out in the first. And Spence sets and he brings the pitch and it catches the outside corner for call. Strike one, count is 1-1. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Spence is staying away from all right handed batters. Everything is a cutter or a slider to the outside portion of the plate. So these guys are going to key in on this guy, and it's going to be ugly. And Spence sets, and the pitch is up and in. Count is evened at deuce. And Spence sets, and the pitch is popped up. And Butler comes in and makes the catch in shallow right for the third out. Yankees add a run to bring our lead to 2-1. Coming up to bat will be Soderstrom, Urshela, and Blade. La 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 la. So, how are we feeling, Yankee fans, about this game? I like the lead, but I want more because I'm greedy. I want to put these guys away early and be done with it. A little concerned about Warren's pitch count. If he holds to the 15 pitch Dorb, he will absolutely, Jason. The thing that's funny is they brought up a stat that the Yankees are 6 for 15 after an intentional walk for Judge, and the first pitch to Soderstrom is way outside, ball one. And Warren sets and he fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is even at 1-1. Soderstrom is 0 for 0 with a walk in the first inning, one of three. And the pitch is in there for called strike two. Count is now 1-2. And Warren sets and he fires a changeup in the dirt. Count is even at 2-2. And the next pitch is fouled off down the first base line. Count remains 2-2. And the pitch is fouled off. Count remains 2-2, and we're heading to the seventh pitch of the at bat. And the pitch is chopped to DJ. DJ flips it over to Goldie to record the first out of the inning. And Meredith is reporting that at Somerset, Luis Hill threw 37 pitches in a live hitting session, and everything was good. Gio Urshela is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout in the first. And the first pitch is hit to center field. Grisham drifts, does one of those lazy basket couches that I really hate, and that is the second out. But it is going to keep Warren's pitch count down. And the first pitch is up for ball one. Blade is 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout in the second. And the second pitch is a curveball off the plate. Count is 2-0. And Warren sets, and the pitch is way down low for ball three. Count is 3-0. And the next pitch is called strike one, painting the outside corner. Count is 3-1. Warren sets and fires and paints the top of the strike zone for called strike two. Count is now full. In true Yankee fashion, we have a Death Star alarm speaker going off, and Warren sets and fires, and Blade hits the ball. Volpe is drifting back, but Bellinger is going to call him off, and Bellinger makes the play in shallow left, and that is another 1-2-3 inning for Warren. Coming up to bat will be Jazz Chisholm, Paul Goldschmidt, and Ben Rice. We do not and should not let bad teams hang around because it comes back to bite us. We've got to put our foot in their necks and put them out of this game and their misery early. And Jazz is going to lead off. He is 1-for-1 on the night with a home run in his first at bat. And the next pitch is driven to left field. Soderstrom is racing, and he is going to make the track sliding on the track for the first out. Damn. And Goldschmidt is 0-for-1 with a fly out in the first, and the pitch is a ball. Count is 1-0. And Spence is at 47 pitches, and he brings the first pitch down the heart of Broadway. Curveball for call, strike one. Count is even at 1-1. And Spence sets and he brings the pitch. It is inside for call ball two. 2-1. We're in the bottom of the fourth. The Yankees lead 2-0. We have one out with nobody on, and Paul Goldschmidt up to bat. Count is 2-1. And Spence sets and he brings the pitch. A slider that catches the lower portion of the outside corner. Count is 2-2. And Spence brings the pitch, and it is fouled off down the right field line. And actually, it is going to be catcher's interference. And that is going to put Goldie on first. That'll bring Ben Rice up to bat. And Spence brings the first pitch. It is a cutter or slider inside for ball one. So that is going to be an error on the catcher. And Spence sets. Next pitch is call, strike one on the outside corner. Count is evened at 1-1. And the curveball is outside for ball two. Count on Rice is 2-1. And Big Ben fouls this one down the first base line. Count is even at 2-2. And Rice takes time out. Is Warner Rookie of the Year candidate? I believe so. And the pitch is off the place, and the count is now 3-2. Spence is up to 65 or 56 pitches. So his pitch count is looking pretty good. And the next pitch, Goldie is taken off, but it is a slider down low for ball four. So the Yankees are going to have runners at first and second with one out. And Anthony Volpe coming up to bat. Looks like the pitching coach is coming out for a mound visit. Hello, my little man.
Papa,
I tell you outside is flip over. Uncle Steven did it. Uncle Steven
All right.
did.
You going to say, let's go Yankees?
Papa, why don't you take off this?
Oh, I'll take this off. You're right.
I'll
No.
put it in my purse.
Yeah.
You going to say hi?
Hi.
You going to say, let's go Yankees?
Let's go to the Yankees.
All right. Give me my kiss. Mwah.
He's ready to go.
I have my desk right.
Whose hat is that?
Huh?
Whose hat is that?
Mine.
That's an odd color.
It's 4th of July. And the pitch is a slider off the plate. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is a cutter off the plate for ball two. Count is 2-0. Volpe does not have an official at bat. His first time up, he walked. And the next pitch is off the plate, low and away, another slider, and the count is 3-0 on Volpe. And the machine is on deck. And the pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. Count is now 3-1. And the pitch is a cutter down low and outside for ball 4. So the bases are juiced with Yankees with 1 out. And it looks like Newcomb is warming up in the bullpen, and the machine is up to bat. DJ is 0 for 1 on the night with a ground out. And the first pitch to DJ is a cutter low and away. So that is ball 1. Spence has definitely lost the strike zone tonight. And Spence sets. And he brings the pitch, and it is hit. It goes off of the glove of Spence, and it looks like everyone is going to be safe, and a run is going to score for the Yankees. So the score is now 3-0 for the Yankees. The pitcher tried to barehand the ball comebacker and wasn't able to do it. And the first pitch to Grishbaum is called strike 1. And Spence fires the next pitch. It is a slider down low, evens the count at 1-1. Yankees are trying to break this game open. And Spence sets. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. All we need is a productive out or a base hit. Don't need a bomb. Grisham takes a step out of the box. And the captain is on deck. So no double play. No double play. No double play. And the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. All rise. The judge is in the chambers. Judge is 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout. He was intensely walked his last at bat. And the first pitch is a cutter off the plate for ball 1. And the runners are going to take their lead. Looks like the A's are playing normal depth. And the pitch is grounded foul down the third base line. Count evens at 1-1. Do not swing at a slider low and off the plate. And Spence sets and he brings the pitch, and the captain fouls this one off. The count is now 1-2. And Spence sets, and captain swings and misses for strike 3. So that is the second strikeout for Judge of the night. So we let him off the hook once again. Bases loaded with less than 2 outs, and we pull one. Going to the top of the fifth, the catcher MacGyver, Schumann, and Butler will be coming up to bat. That is 8, 9, and 1. Words cannot explain. And the first pitch is in there for call strike one. Nice sinker. Count is 0 and 1. And the next pitch is a sweeper, just down and away. Count is even at 1 and 1. MacGyver is 0 for 1 on the night with a ground out. And the pitch is a four seamer off the plate. Count is 2 and 1. Wow. It was only a 92-mile-an-hour four seamer. And the next pitch is a sinker for call strike 2. Count is even at 2 and 2. And MacGyver takes time out. And Warren sets. And the pitch is swung on and fouled back. Count is still 2 and 2. And Warren sets, and the ball is lined into left center, and it is going to be cut off in the gap. But MacGyver is going to make it into second with a hustle double. So the A's have a runner at second with nobody out. And the pitch is a sweeper way off the plate for ball one. And Schumann is 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout. And the pitch is called strike one. Warren got a gift on that one because that was off the plate. Count is 1 and 1. And the next pitch is a sweeper that catches the inside corner of the plate. Count is 1-2. And the next pitch is a sweeper off the plate. Count evens up at 2-2. And the leadoff hitter, Butler, is on deck. And Warren misses with a sinker. Count is 3-2. That was way off the plate. He is opening his shoulders up and is not locating whatsoever. And the batter calls timeout. Count is 3-2. Warren is at 86 pitches. And Warren sets and brings the pitch, and it is fouled straight back. Count is going to remain full at 3-2. And Warren sets, and the pitch is once again fouled off. Count will remain 3-2. We're heading to the the eighth pitch of the at bat. And this is part of what has gotten Warren's pitch count up in conjunction with all the walks. He's had a ton of 3-2 counts. And the pitch is popped, and this one is going to end up in the stands. Heading to the ninth pitch of the at bat. Warren is at 89 pitches. And the pitch is way inside for ball 4. A's are going to have runners at first and second with no one on, and their leadoff hitter, Butler, is coming up to bat. And it looks like Matt Blake is out there for a mound visit. And it looks like Fernando Cruz is getting up to start warming up. And the first pitch is a curveball in there for call strike 1. And the pitch is swung on and fouled off. Count is 0-2. And now Tim Hill is joining Cruz in the bullpen. And the next pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. So that is Warren's 7th strikeout of the night. And coming up to bat is Jacob Wilson. And the first pitch is popped to left field, and Bellinger tracks it and makes the catch, fires it into the infield, and the runners have to hold. So there are 2 outs. And coming up to bat is Brent Worker. He is 1 for 2 on the night with a single in the 3rd inning. And the first pitch is down and low for ball 1. Come on, kid. Just rock and fire. This is your last inning. Give it what you got. Rock and roll, kid. Rock and roll. And the pitch is a sinker that is called ball 2. And the pitch is fouled off. And John is reporting that the resolution was signed by the governor of Arizona, and the Diamondbacks will be staying in Phoenix. So good news for baseball fans there. And the pitch is fouled off to bring the count to 2-2. All right, kid, it's time to get nasty. And I can hear the Death Star siren going off in the background. Warren takes a big breath. He is at 99 pitches. His career high is 102. And the next pitch is hit sharply to Jazz. Jazz fires it across the diamond to Goldie to record the 3rd out of the inning. And Warren escapes out of another jam. That is 5 shutout innings for Warren with 7 strikeouts. And we are headed to a commercial break. Coming up in the bottom of the 5th is going to be Cody Bellinger, Giancarlo Stanton, and Jazz Chisholm. And for those of you that are here, if you have not, please hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and share the channel out. Any help that you can provide to get us to our milestone of 150 subscribers would be most appreciated. And Spence sets, and the curveball is down low. Count is 1-0. Bellinger is 1 for 2 on the night with a RBI single. And the next pitch is inside. Count is now 2-0. And the pitch is Fouled off down the right field line by Cody. Count is now 2-1. Spence is at 75 pitches. And the pitch is hit to right field. Butler is tracking it, and it is caught to record the first out of the inning. And Stanton is up to bat, and the first pitch is inside for ball one. And the next pitch paints the outside corner. Count is 1-1. Big G is 0 for 2 on the night. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. And Newcomb is up in the pen once again for the A's. And Newcomb sets and he fires, and the pitch should have been called strike three, but they had mercy on Stanton. It was up, clipped the top of the strike zone. And Spence sets, and he brings the next pitch. It is down low, evens the count at 2-2. Or 3-2, excuse me. And Spence sets, and he brings the pitch, and it is hit sharply down the third base line. Foul. Jazz Chisholm is on deck. And Stanton swings at a slider off the plate for strike three. And Jazz is up to bat, and the first pitch is swung on and missed. Jazz is 1 for 2 on the night with a solo homer in the second and a deep flyout caught sliding on the warning track left field. And the pitch is down in the dirt. Count is evened at 1-1. Hey, Ace, welcome to the stream, brother. Appreciate you being here. And Spence sets and fires, and Jazz attempts a bunt that is fouled off. Count is 1-2. And the next pitch from Spence is a slider inside, evens the count up at 2-2. And wow, this one almost bounces on the plate. Jazz doesn't swing at it, so the count is now full 3-2. And we have Paul Goldschmidt on deck. And the ball is lined sharply to left field. Soderstrom tracks it down, and that is the third out of the inning. And it looks like Tim Hill may be coming in to replace Will Warren. La 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 la. And Tim Hill is coming up to pitch. He's got a 2.67 ERA, 2.10 opponent batting average. And Kurtz is up to bat. The first pitch is in there for call, strike one. And the next pitch should have been called strike two, but it is considered called ball. So the count evens up 1-1. Kurtz is 0 for 1 on the night, and the pitch is hit past a diving LeMahieu. Judge is going to field it and return it in. So that is a base hit for Kurtz. And the first pitch is a sinker fouled off by Tyler Soderstrom. He is 0 for 1 on the night with a walk in the first. Next pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike two. Count is 0-2. And the pitch is chopped to Jazz. It goes off of Jazz's hip. Volpe gets it, but there is no play to be had. So that's going to be runners at first and second with nobody out. And the pitch is in there for call, strike one to Gio Urshela. Urshela is 0 for 2 on the night with a strikeout and a lineout. And the pitch is hit to Judge or DJ. DJ flips it to Volpe, and Volpe shoots it to Goldschmidt to record a 4-6-3 double play, 2 down, and runner advances to third. And Blade takes the first one in there for call, strike one. Blade is 0 for 2 on the night with a strikeout and a flyout. And in true Yankee fashion, you hear the Death Star siren going off. And it looks like they have two arms warming up. And the 0-2 is in there for call, strike three. And Newcomb is taking over pitching responsibilities. And his first pitch is a slurve in there for call, strike one against Goldschmidt. Next pitch is down. Count is 1-1. And that is a broken bat flare to right. One down. Ben Rice coming up to bat. He is 0 for 1 on the night with a walk in the fourth. And the first pitch is in there for called, strike one. Second pitch is in there for call, strike two. Count is 0-2. And the pitch is fouled off. Count is going to remain 0-2. And the pitch is fouled off once again. Count is 0-2. Newcomb sets and fire, and drive hits that one deep. And that one is caught on the warning track for the second out by Blade. Damn, thought he got that one. Anthony Volpe is coming up to bat. He does not have an official at bat tonight. He has 2 walks and a run scored. And the first pitch is in there for call. Strike one. Catches the outside corner. And the second pitch is a cutter down in the dirt for ball one. Going to even our count up at 1-1. Next pitch is another slurve just off the plate. Count is now 2-1. And the next pitch is a 96-mile-an-hour sinker down for ball 3. Count is now 3-1 on Volpe. And the pitch is chopped to second. And Newcomb is going to have a 1-2-3 inning as we head to the top of 7. MacGyver, Schumann, and Butler will be coming up to bat. Score more runs, score more runs, score more runs. Letting bad teams hang around is not a good thing. Let's go, Yankees. Game is actually progressing pretty quickly. We haven't reached the 2-hour mark yet on our stream, and we are in the 7th. And it looks like Fernando Cruz will be coming in to replace Tim Hill for the top of 7. Quiet chat, quiet chat. Let's get something rattling, people. And Fernando Cruz has a 3.09 ERA, 53 strikeouts, 14 walks, and opponents are hitting a meager 171 against. And Cruz takes a pitch clock violation. Count is 1-0. And the first actual pitch is lined right to DJ for the first out of the inning. And Schumann is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 1 with a walk in the fifth. Evening, FJ. Glad to see you hopping in the stream, brother. Where is Joe? I have no idea. Hey, Rob. Thanks for joining the straight. Yeah, they got a lot of trade rumors, Rob. Nothing substantiated. And the 1-0 pitch is call strike one. The current talk is that Everson Pereira may be involved in a trade. When Spencer Jones was brought up to AAA Scranton today, Pereira was inactivated. And the next pitch is swung on and missed. One of the teams that I think is highly interested in Pereira are the Miami Marlins. And there is a relief pitcher by the name of Ronnie Henriquez, who is, and the 1-2 is bounced in the dirt. Count is even at 2-2. Yankees are having a baby boom. I'm just surprised that we didn't make an addition to the 26-man roster while Escar was on the list. And the pitch is fouled off down the right field line. Count is going to remain. And if y'all could, please hit the like button. And Schumann does not check his swing. That is call strike three, and that is the second out of the inning. So please hit that like button. If you are not, please subscribe and share the channel out. And the first pitch is a splitter that is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is inside for ball one. Butler is 0 for 2 on the night. And the next pitch is called strike two. Count is 1-2. And in traditional Yankee fashion, you hear the Death Star speaker going off. And the 1-2 is way out of the strike zone. Count is 2-2. Cruz hit the mascot. Throw at the mascot. And Cruz sets, and he brings the pitch, and it is just down low. Count is 3-2. And Cruiser sets and he fires, and the pitch is fouled sharply down the first base line. We're going to reset and do it again. La, 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 la. Come on, guys. Let's do it. And Cruz sets. And he breaks the pitch, and it is fouled down the left field line this time. Count is going to remain 3-2. Butler has been pesky with Yankee hitters all night. And Cruz sets in. He fires, and the pitch is popped up. Looks like Jazz is closing on it, and he makes the play. And that is a 1-2-3 seventh for Fernando Cruz as we head to the bottom of 7. Yankees lead 3-0. Coming up in the bottom of the 7th is going to be DJ LeMahieu, Trent Grisham, and the captain, Aaron Judge. And the United States Navy in the house. The honored military veteran is a petty officer second class who served during the Vietnam War. Shout out to all the veterans in the house. So, Sean, you said trouble with the curve. Are you talking about the movie or the hitter or the pitcher? It was a good movie. I liked it. The daughter of the movie, Amy Adams, is one of my favorite female actresses. And the score line for tonight is no runs on 3 hits and an error for the A's, 3 runs on 3 hits and 1 error for the Yankees. So this is not the breakout, the bats type of game that I wanted to see from our boys tonight. Hopefully they get it together and start getting more active with the bats. And the first pitch into DJ is down low for ball 1. DJ is 1 for 2 on the night with a RBI single in the 4th. And the next pitch is chopped to the shortstop. Wilson fires across the diamond to Kurtz to record the first out of the inning. And that is going to bring Trent Grisham up to bat. Grisham is 0 for 3 on the night with a lineout and 2 strikeouts. And it looks like Luke Weaver is warming up in the pen. So he will be coming in the 8th inning. And the next pitch is fouled off. The count is 1-1. All right, Sean, what was the line? I don't recall it off the top of my head. And the next pitch is a sinker that is up and in. Count is now 2-1. And Newcomb sets and he brings the pitch, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 2-2. So Grisham goes from a 4-hit game last night to a no-hit game tonight. And Grisham is down on strike looking for the hat trick. All right. Roger that. Coming up to bat is the captain. And the first pitch is a ball up out of the strike zone. Count is 1-0. Judge is 0 for 2 on the night with an intentional walk and 2 strikeouts. The next pitch is a slurve that was off the plate but called strike one. Count is 1-1. And the next pitch is down low for ball 2. And Judge hits one just foul. Count is going to even at 2-2. They're reporting that Spencer Jones hit a home run in his first at bat at AAA Scranton. The next pitch is a ball down and low or inside. Count is even at 2-2 or 3-2. And Judge fouls the slurve off. Count remains 3-2. And Newcomb sets. And he brings the pitch, and it is rolled to third base. Urshela fields it cleanly and shoots it across to Kurtz to record the third out. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for the Yankees. Coming up to bat in the top of the 8th is going to be Justin Wilson, Brent Rooker, and Nick Kurtz. 2, 3, and 4 in the lineup. And we're bringing Dreamweaver in. For those who are just joining our stream, we are 2 hours and 11 minutes into the broadcast. We are going to the top of the 8th. Yankees lead 3-0. The stat line for tonight: A's have no runs on 3 hits and an error, and the Yankees have 3 runs on 3 hits and an error. Not offensively inspiring for damn sure. But a win is a win, so I'll take it if we get it. Programming notes for everyone. Tomorrow, or tonight, immediately following this game, Joe at NY Yankees Mania is going to be holding a post game review. 1 hour later, Jason Custodio of Late Night Live with Jason Custodio will also be holding a post game. I recommend hopping into both streams. Tomorrow morning at 8:30, Joe on NY Yankee Mania is going to have his coffee, bagels, and donuts segment, and he will be doing the play-by-play on NY Yankees Mania tomorrow. Luke Weaver is coming in with a 1.65 ERA, 27 strikeouts, 8 walks, and the opponents are hitting a 149 against him. And Weaver sets and he fires a four-seamer up and out of the strike zone. Count is 1-0. And Weaver sets and he fires, and the pitch is way off the plate. Count is 2-0. Weaver has not been anywhere close to the strike zone. There are a lot of good baseball movies out there. Bull Durham is one that I like a lot. And the next pitch is way off the plate. Again, that count is now 3-0. And the ump gives Weaver a gift because that ball was outside, but he gives him the 3-0 strike. Count is now 3-1. And Wilson pops the ball up. Looks like DJ is tracking it, and he is going to make the play in shallow left field for the first out of the inning. Brent Rooker is coming up to bat. He is 1 for 3 on the night with a single in the third inning. And Weaver fires, and the ball is a broken bat Weaver that is fielded by Volpe. Volpe shoots it across the diamond. Goldie does a nice dig on the throw for the second out of the inning. And Kurtz is coming up to bat. He is 1 for 3 on the night. And Weaver sets and fires, and the pitch is off the plate for ball 1. And Weaver sets, and the pitch is called strike 1. Count evens at 1-1. And Weaver sets and puts it right down the heart of Broadway for call strike 2. Nice 95-mile-an-hour fastball. In true Yankee fashion, the Death Star siren is going off. And Weaver sets, and he brings the pitch way down low for ball 2. Count is evened at 2-2. And the pitch is swung on and missed for strike three. And that retires the side. 1-2-3. As we head to the bottom of the eighth, Bellinger, Stanton, and Chisholm will be coming up to bat. So, those of you that are still here in the stream, what is your favorite baseball movie? There are no wrong answers. I like Bull Durham. It's always one of my pre-season watches. A League of Their Own is another one that I enjoy thoroughly. Then, of course, there's always 61 and the Lou Gehrig story. Angels in the Outfield. There are two versions of it. Which one do you like, D-Train? The Natural is a good one. I like that one too. Bellinger is up to bat. He is 1 for 3 on the night, and the first pitch is down for ball one. Count is 1-0. Eight men out. That's not a good one. And the pitch is fouled off by Bellinger. And it looks like Devin Williams is warming up in the pen. Cody takes the pitch, a sinker down low and away. Count is now 2-1. And Bellinger hits the ball to left field or center field. Blade is going to field it cleanly and shoot it to second base to keep Cody at first. Field of Dreams is another good one. FJ, The Great American Pastime. That's one I actually haven't seen. And Giancarlo Stanton is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 3 on the night with a pop out, a fly out, and a strikeout. And the first pitch is up and away for ball one. Count is 1-0. And Stanton swings at a pitch that damn near hits him. Count is evened at 1-1. Next pitch is a sinker off the plate. Count is now 2-1. And the next pitch is in there for call strike three, but not before Bellinger steals second base. So we have a runner at second with nobody out. And Stanton is called out on strikes for the first out of the inning. And Jazz Chisholm is coming up to bat. He's 1 for 3 on the night with a home run, but he has hit the ball hard all three of his plate appearances. And the first pitch is a sinker that is down low and away. Newcomb is at 37 pitches. And the pitch is hit sharply to the second baseman. Schumann shoots it to Kurtz to record the second out. Bellinger advances to third. So it was a productive out. And Paul Goldschmidt is coming up to bat. And they are intentionally walking Goldschmidt. There is a mound visit. Ben Rice is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 2 with a walk in the fourth inning. And it looks like Hamilton and Williams are warming up in the pen. So I suspect if we're able to score a run, it will no longer be a save situation and Williams will sit down. The first pitch to Rice is swung on and fouled off. Count is 0-1. And the next pitch is hit to center field, shallow. Blade is drifting to left center, and he makes the play for the third out of the inning. So it looks like Devin Williams will be coming in. No, FJ, I'm not familiar with that movie. For the love of the game, good movie with Costner in it. Coming up in the top of the ninth is going to be Soderstrom, Urshela, and Blade. So 6, 7, and 8. Will they pinch hit? Wow. And the first pitch from Williams is swung on and fouled off. Williams' ERA is down to a 4.91. Opponents are hitting 222 against him. And the next pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-2. And Williams shoots the changeup that is fouled off. Count remains 0-2. And Williams sets. And he brings the 0-2, and it is up and out of the strike zone for ball one. Count is 1-2. All right, Devin, 3 up, 3 down. Let's be done with this. Hey, Real Bill, welcome to the stream, brother. Appreciate you being here. And Williams sets, and the pitch is fouled off once again. Count remains 1-2. We are in the top of the ninth. The Yankees lead 3-0. The first batter for the A's is down 1-2, Soderstrom. And he swings and misses for strike 3. So that is the first out of the inning. At Real Bill, the topic is, what is your favorite baseball movie? Gio Urshela is coming up to bat. Former Yankee third baseman is 0 for 3 on the night. And the first pitch is a changeup off the plate for ball one. And the next pitch is right down the heart of Broadway, swung on and missed. Count is even at 1-1. And Williams sets. And he fires, and the pitch is off the place. Count is 2-1. And the changeup is in there for call, strike 2. Count is 2-2. Major League. All right. It's a good one. And the pitch is hit sharply to Jazz. Jazz feels it and shoots it across the diamond to Goldschmidt to record the second out of the inning. And Blade is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 3 on the night with 2 strikeouts. Hey, CT, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. If you haven't, please hit the like button. JJ Blade swings and misses. Count is 0-1 on a changeup. Yes, I did. Cam Schlittler's in the top 100. And the classic Death Star siren is going off. A's are down to their last strike. And Williams sets. And he brings the pitch that is just a bit low. Changeup just didn't make the strike zone. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is popped up to the infield. Volpe is shifting just behind second, and he makes the catch for the third out. And the Yankees win 3-0. Ben Rice caught a good game tonight. Wasn't Warren's best performance on the night. He gave us 5 innings, 7 strikeouts, 4 walks. But he did hold them scoreless. Joe at NY Yankees Mania will be hosting a pregame or postgame here in just a couple of minutes. Further programming note, tomorrow afternoon, Joe on NY Yankee Mania will be calling the play-by-play. I have a recital for my 2 grandchildren, and happens to start at 1:30. So obviously I won't be here. If I get back quick enough, I will hop on Joe's stream and help him with the play-by-play. Before we leave tonight, though, I would ask that. No problem, CT. Always a pleasure to call play-by-play. Before we leave, I'd ask that everyone hit the like. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and share this channel out with anybody that you may know. I want to tell you from the bottom of my heart that I appreciate y'all sharing time here on your busy Friday night. And I will end in traditional Ugly Truth fashion. Let's go, Yankees. And we'll see you in the funny papers. Oh, by the way, I didn't even have to go through a cap change tonight. Have a great evening, everyone. Hope to see you in the postgame.